Alright, what's up, Fusion? So, how you doing, man?
Good.
Alright, so we're gonna hop to the first question. So, by Buckmon underscore, he asks, how do you feel being noticed by Aussie Antics?
It's insane because I was just playing the tournament, and then I was streaming it,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, uh, like he viewing parties me, and then he's like watching me, and it was insane. And then I didn't even expect him to host me. I was just like, oh, I placed well, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
And then I got hosted, and then it was insane.
Yeah, man, like, that was actually insane, bro. I remember, like, watching your stream, and him hosting you, that was crazy, bro. Like, a C player getting this much recognition by the OCE community is crazy, bro. Alright,
Yeah.
so we're gonna move on to the second question. So, Z1 Sen Z asked, what's your motivation to keep grinding comp?
My motivation to keep grinding comp is that I know I haven't made earnings and I'm really close to it. So,
Right, yeah.
like, yeah.
I guess the game is kind of fun right now too if if you place well, and competitive is kind of fun. So I get why it motivates you. All right, let's move on to the question. By VFX Deva on Twitter, he asked, "How were you able to place as high as you did?"
I had a really good cask of strategy going bony burbs, and then there was a lot before it was nerfed this week. Last week I had like a bunch of mechanical parts I could farm. So then I would get the mechanical parts, upgrade, rotate, and then I played my end game super consistently.
Ah, right, right. And I guess that your mentality was also really good because, as we know, that solo cash cow can be really tilting at some times. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I got lucky. I had a really good start, so if I died, I wouldn't be too triggered.
yeah. So, next question is by Pranjali on Twitter. What are your thoughts on HVN?
I think HVN's a really good team. Everyone's included, and like it's like a family, in my
Right,
opinion.
right. Yeah, HVN is actually a family, man. Like, we love all of our players. So, next question by Waffle FNX on Twitter. What motivates you to play every day? This question is like something similar to Senzi, so you can give a similar answer if you want.
Uh, I haven't made earnings, and then competitive is enjoyable. So being able to do something that's fun and I want to achieve something at the same time, gives me a reason to play every day.
Yeah, I agree, man. Alright, next question is by Derpy Lol on Twitter. He asks, why didn't you stick to your name Fusion Fungus?
Uh, Back in like season 8, Fusion Fungus was like my
Your main name?
uh yeah, it was
Yeah.
my Xbox name, and then I
Oh,
stuck with it. But then I one day I just decided to try switching off it, and I never went back.
alright, cause yeah, like I remember putting my first name as like some weird ass PS4 name. It was just kind of funny, back in the days.
Yeah.
So, the next question is by Ruri Papi on Twitter. He asks, what motivated you to play Fortnite besides that? How how you place really high on hyping?
How I placed really high on hyping.
Mm-hmm.
I avoided taking fights unless it was a bad player.
Oh, alright. So how can you tell it's a bad player?
Like if it's like like low elo, or like if I spray them and they're panicking,
Mm-hmm. Right.
or like they're because I can tell if they're a bad player or not. If they're not doing things a good player would do, I would fight them.
Right, yeah. So, um, so how do you think Pranjali came up with the name Heaven?
I don't know.
Yeah, is that yeah. So let's
I
move on.
literally do not know.
So let's move on to the next question. Um, any tips for placing well on solo cash cups?
Uh, for solo cash cups,
Mm-hmm.
I would recommend first, the most important thing is getting a good drop spot.
Right.
Uh, Making sure you have everything you need, your heals, loadout you're comfortable with, then rotating early and trying to make the most out of your games, especially the placement points.
Yeah, so basically you're telling me is that in order to place well in the solo cash cup, you must have a good mindset and a good strategy going into the game, right?
Yeah.
Right. So the next question by Vibrator on Twitter, he asked, "How do you remain calm and confident while playing tournaments?"
Uh, I remain calm and confident. I'm not always calm and confident, but
Right.
if for staying calm, I like to like breathe in, breathe out, rub my hands, and confidence. It depends on my start of the cash cup.
Right. Right. So I actually have a question for you. So, do you usually get nervous when you play tournaments like solo cash cups and trio cash cups?
So solo cash cups, I'm not. I don't get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Because like it's a solo cash cup, but
Yeah.
in uh like solo cash cups for me are just like if I do bad, I do bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but for trio cash cups, it's like I don't want to let my teammates down. So
Right.
then I get nervous. So I'm trying to do uh,
So you're trying to do your
play my best.
best, and yeah.
Yeah, like
Right.
that.
So the last question is by Manager NV. So he asked, when you joined the team, how did you feel? Are you enjoying in the team?
Well, first of all, I got rejected by Trinity before
Oh,
like they like
oh yeah.
and then I was like, wow. And then I placed and then I was like, oh my god. And then Pranjali said check DMs. Then I was like, wait, what? Then I had the opportunity to join Heaven and I knew it was like a good team. So then
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that was insane, man. Like right after you placed, you instantly just got recruited. You know.
Yeah.
Right. That was insane. All right. I think that's gonna be it for today's Q&A session. So thank you for joining us, Fusion. We hope you have a great day and good luck in your tournament, man.
Thank you, dude.